Hey practitioners, today we're going to be doing a video on 8 tips how not to be shy. Now, this was a collaboration with another channel, the link is in the description, and they'll also be in the end screen. So let's get started. Many people want to reduce their shyness, but people who are naturally shy also have gifts that they might not appreciate in themselves. For example, because shy people may prefer listening to talking, they sometimes become really good listeners. People who are shy might also become a little bit more sensitive to other people's feelings and emotions, in a sense becoming more emotionally intelligent. Because of their sensitivity and listening skills, many people with a shy personality are especially caring towards others, and interested in how others feel. People often consider them the finest friends. Of course, some people want to feel less shy so that they can have more fun socializing and being themselves around others. If you're trying to become less shy, here are some tips. Number 1. Overcoming shyness takes practice. People who are shy tend to give themselves fewer chances to practice social behaviors. It's no wonder that people who shy away from socializing don't feel as socially confident as those who are outgoing, because they have less practice. Just like that study where that guy had a wider face, which made him more approachable, and because he was approached more, over time he became more sociable. The more you practice social behaviors, the easier they get, and the more natural they feel for you. Tip number 2, focus your attention outward, not on yourself. This is one of the most important aspects of shyness and social anxiety. Most shy people don't do this on purpose, but often attention is consistently drawn to yourself during conversations. This makes you self-aware in the wrong way and keeps you a vicious cycle rotating. Research has shown that this may play a key role in why people might experience panic attacks after relatively mild anxious moments. Show interest in other people and or the surroundings. You may feel like everyone is watching you, but generally people are not judging you. Distorted perception is the culprit in this situation. Others are busy doing their own thing, and in most cases are not out to get you. A common misconception is that shy people are introverts. Introverts, in fact, enjoy solitude and recharge by spending time alone. On the contrary, people who are shy desperately want to engage with others, but fear scrutiny or judgment. Tip number 3 is to take slow, steady steps forward. Going slow is okay, but be sure to go forward. Do not confuse movement for progress. Stepping back from any situations that might trigger you to feel shy can reinforce shyness, and keep it at a level that's hard to get past. Build confidence by taking one small forward step at a time. Aim to break the habit of negative thoughts by becoming aware of when you're falling prey to them and by challenging their logic. For example, just because you were nervous in a crowd or at a party does not mean you look awkward. Others around you may be getting a case of the nerves too. Tip number 4, it's okay to feel awkward. Everyone does this sometimes. That awkward handshake, that awkward half smile. People who are shy are often afraid to feel awkward or uncomfortable. But don't let that keep you from doing what you want. You might feel awkward asking your crush on a first date. That's perfectly natural. Whether your crush says yes or no, it is out of your control. But not asking means you'll never get the date. So go for it anyways. Start small with people you know. Practice social behaviors like eye contact, confident body language, introductions, small talk, asking questions, and invitations with people you feel most comfortable around. Smile and build your confidence this way. Then you can branch out to do this with strangers also. Tip number 5. Think of some conversation starters. Often, the hardest part of talking to someone is getting started. Think of conversation openers like introducing yourself. Hi, I'm Chris. We're in the same English class. Giving a compliment. That jacket looks great on you. Or asking a question. Do you know when our report is due? Being ready with a conversation starter makes it easier to approach someone. Here are some conversation starter examples. You can talk about the location or the event you're at. You can look around and see if there's anything worth pointing out. Or you can use the Ford method. Also, combine general remarks with open-ended questions. Since either one of these might be awkward or out of place in its own, combine them for the maximum effect. For example, that's a nice handbag, where did you get it? This lets the handbag owner talk about the day that they went shopping and all the funny stuff that happened, as opposed to, I like your handbag. That could get awkward. Or, whoa, where'd you get that handbag? See, that could also be awkward. Tip number 6, rehearse what you say. I do this a lot. When you're ready to try something you've been avoiding because of shyness, like a phone call or a conversation, write down what you want to say beforehand. I actually used to do this. My first job interview was actually on the phone, and I wrote down most of what I wanted to say. Rehearse it out loud, even if it's in front of a mirror. Then just do it. Don't worry if it's not exactly like what you practice or if it's not perfect. Now, this can go the wrong way too. If you focus so much on what you're going to say that when you mess up you get anxious, that's bad. Learn to improvise. Few of the things more confident-seeming people do are perfect either. Be proud that you gave it a go. Next time, it'll be even better because it'll be easier. Tip number 7, give yourself a chance. Find group activities where you can be with people who share your interests. It's easier to connect with people who have like interests. Give yourself a chance to practice socializing with these new people and get to know them slowly. People who are shy often worry about failing or how other people will judge them. Now, for me, a lot of this went away when I graduated high school, and it might for you too. Worries and feelings like these can keep you from trying. If self-criticism plays a role for you, then ask yourself whether you'd be this critical of your best friend. chances are you'd be much more accepting. So treat yourself like your own best friend. Encourage yourself instead of expecting to fail. Tip number 8 is to develop your assertiveness. Because shy people can be overly concerned with other people's reactions, they don't want to rock the boat. That doesn't mean that they're wimpy or cowardly, but it can mean that they are less likely to be assertive or state their own opinion. Being assertive means speaking up for yourself when you should, asking for what you want or need, or telling other people when they're stepping on your toes. Now, assertiveness and authority is a topic for a whole nother video. So, most of all, be yourself. It's okay to try out different conversational approaches you see others using, but say and do what fits your style. Be self-aware and do what works for you. Being the real you and daring to let yourself be noticed is what attracts friends. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something, and if you did, leave a like below and go check out their channel. Thanks for watching.